But last Sunday at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, we saw Mike the Miz Mizanin cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase and become the WWE Champion. Now this is the second time that Miz has became WWE Champion, both times only winning the title because he cashed in Money in the Bank. With that, we thought we would look at other former world champions that only became the world champion because they cashed in Money in the Bank. Let's get going. Hey guys, it's Tim and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited. So over the years, ever since WrestleMania 21, when the Money in the Bank briefcase became a thing, we've seen world champions come from winning the Money in the Bank. Some follow that up with becoming multi-time world champions, but there are 4 men and 1 woman that have only been a champion, well, a main champion, because they won Money in the Bank. The first one is Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 22 in 2006. He held the briefcase for 70 days before declaring that he was cashing it in on John Cena, but he didn't just sneak attack cash it in. He declared that at One Night Stand 2006, he wanted a match against John Cena. Rob Van Dam was victorious in that match against John Cena after you could say he had a little help from Edge. RVD would go on to hold the WWE Championship for 22 days before losing the title in a triple threat match against John Cena and Edge, where Edge would come out victorious as the new champion. Jack Swagger won Money in the Bank back at WrestleMania 26 in 2010. He technically only held the title for 2 days because he cashed it in on that next SmackDown, but because SmackDown didn't air till later in the week, WWE says he held the briefcase for 5 days, but he cashed it in on then World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho, also with a little help from Edge. Jack Swagger would go on to hold the World Heavyweight Championship for 82 days before he lost it in a Fatal 4-Way match at Fatal 4-Way with Rey Mysterio coming out the new champion. Also speaking of Jack Swagger, Swagger was the last person to win Money in the Bank at a WrestleMania. Now Dolph Ziggler may have one of, if not the most memorable Money in the Bank cash-in. Ziggler won the Money in the Bank at the 2012 Money in the Bank pay-per-view and held on to that briefcase for 267 days. He would eventually cash it in on the Raw after WrestleMania on Alberto Del Rio. Ziggler would go on to hold the World Heavyweight Championship for 69 days before he lost it back to Del Rio at Payback. Now, some may say that Dolph doesn't deserve to be on this list, but that's because of technicality. Before Dolph ever won Money in the Bank, he was aligned with Vicky Guerrero, who was the SmackDown general manager. Vicky at one point said, "Dolph, here, you can be the champion, the World Heavyweight Champion." Yet, Dolph was unable to hold on to that title till the end of that episode of SmackDown, so no one really counts that as a title reign. And a name that may shock you guys is Dean Ambrose. Yes, Dean Ambrose, the now Jon Moxley, only won the WWE Championship because Money in the Bank. Ambrose would win the briefcase at the 2016 Money in the Bank pay-per-view and only hold on to the briefcase for roughly 57 minutes. He would cash in on Seth Rollins after Seth Rollins had just defeated Roman Reigns to become the new champion. Ambrose would hold on to the WWE Championship for 84 days before he lost it to AJ Styles at Backlash. As far as women who have only been the champion because of Money in the Bank, well, that's Carmella. Carmella won the Money in the Bank briefcase at the Money in the Bank 2017 pay-per-view and then again 2 days later on SmackDown Live in yet another Money in the Bank briefcase match. Carmella would go on to hold on to the briefcase for 287 days. I believe that is still the record for the longest length that someone held the briefcase before actually cashing it in. She would cash it in on Charlotte Flair after Flair had just been attacked by the Iconics. Carmella would go on to hold the SmackDown Women's Championship for 131 days before she lost it in a triple threat match at SummerSlam to Charlotte Flair. But with that, these 5 men and Carmella only won world titles because they won Money in the Bank. If they would have never won the briefcase, well, they would have never won the big one. So with that, guys, give this video a thumbs up, share this video out to everybody to let us know that you like this video. By doing that, you let us know, well, you want more just like this one.